Hey everybody, welcome to the Rebel War Room, a Star Wars Unlimited podcast. I'm Thomas here today with my good friends Dalton and Chase. Wasn't here last time, but I'm here today. We've lost Noah. He's unfortunately too busy for us. But we got some stuff to talk about. We're going to talk about pre-release coming up next week, 2 weeks from now.
One
Talk about
week.
what leaders we think are going to be best for that, because obviously limited format a bit different than the actual standard. We're going to talk about the online tournament going on, their top cut. Going to mention some of our favorite cards, not the entire set has been released, and then maybe some other stuff once we get to the end of it. Kind of talk about what our pre-release plans are. Start off with the easy stuff. What did I miss last week, Chase? What was y'all's draft?
We did a draft of all the leaders.
Okay.
Um, we're not going to mention who won or who lost. It was a travesty,
Okay.
but it was a good time.
All
I
right.
feel like we set a good
We had a great
precedent
time.
for next week. We'll lean fully into it. The next time we'll have a full podium for us to come up and announce our picks. We'll do it in person. It'll be a whole ordeal for the next set. We'll really get it together for the next set.
One of them giant active boards in Noah's classroom at the school.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
It will be a whole ordeal next time we do it.
Definitely no bad picks though. No one said anything absolutely insane like picking Hera second or anything, right?
I did not pick. I picked Hera in the 4th round.
All right.
But he
All
picked
not feel
Han
like
Solo in
they-
the
no,
third round, which is bad.
They picked. Was Han bad in the 3rd round?
Yes. It was definitely
He's
questionable.
pretty good.
No, that's a
Questionable
questionable pick.
The only person who was on the board that was worth notable was Tarkin.
I think Colin's better than Tarkin, but it's fine.
All
Don't worry
right,
about
well,
it.
there you go.
I missed that
No.
day. I was busy
No.
working a job, unlike the rest of you.
Who has a job?
So we'll start off with the easy thing: pre-release and draft. We got pre-release coming up in 2 weeks. We're gonna start
1 week.
drafting pretty soon after that.
1 week.
1 week.
Or release weekend, March
We're
2nd.
we're doing two. We got one every week, and we're gonna draft some. It's fine. Pre-release next week.
Yeah.
Are you
Yes.
all ready?
Next,
Are you all
I'm ready.
excited?
Prepared. Friday night.
Yes.
Friday night.
Very ready.
Friday
If I
and
could
Saturday.
if I could go into hibernation for a week, I would.
Just jump out. So obviously, standard format a bit different than limited and draft. Leaders can be better or worse. So we know best leaders right now in standard. You know, Boba, Leia, Sabine, Iden, and Han.
No.
He's
Han
fine.
sucks.
Han's fine. He doesn't suck. He's fine.
Perfectly fine.
He's perfectly B tier fun.
Mid. Some people will say.
Yeah.
He's mid. Yeah.
But in a limited format, everything's different.
Han could be good.
I don't think Han's be good.
No. Not in this limited format.
We're playing combo and
Yeah,
he
no.
So if you're opening, I'm assuming the pre-release is sealed, right? You just open up your pre-release kit and you play with what you get. I'm assuming
six packs like most games.
Yeah, I think it's
Okay.
6.
6 packs, but you also get the Luke and Vader characters in your pre-release kit. I heard. Yes, I'm 93% sure.
That might be true.
Okay. Well, in that case,
okay, sorry.
Counting both of those, who do you think will be the best performing limited, both sealed and draft leader?
Somebody like I would probably pick between probably like Tarkin or Leia. Where you could, if you pull a Leia, you could just lean fully into the rebels, and just get all the small rebel guys, just as long as they have a rebel tag. The Alliance X-wing, the rebel lieutenant guy, and Tarkin, you could do all the good Imperial guys, and just lean into it.
Basic
so
stuff. I know.
I would stick to the basic tribal stuff, or get a leader. Like, I don't know, I would stick to the aggro stuff like IG-88 would be probably. IG-88 would probably be pretty good in sealed and draft.
I think it gets worse in sealed draft. I would say.
Is it still 50? Is it 50 card decks and
no
30 health? You still get 30 health base.
Yeah, you still get 30 health.
Unless you pull a 25 health base and play it, but I don't think.
Yeah, who does that? Who would ever do that? Crazy people. It's terrible.
I think
I'm
one
gonna
leader that gets. Yeah, go ahead, Thomas.
Go ahead. Okay, well, real quick, the legendary leaders are Thrawn Palpatine?
There are no legendary leaders.
Is he not legendary? What is he?
No, rare.
I think they're all common, right?
There's a rare of
rare
each. There's a rare of each like combination.
So that's Palpatine, Thrawn,
Boba.
Oh, is he rare? Okay.
Grand Inquisitor.
Sabine's probably.
Sabine,
forgot he was rare.
Leia, Han.
Shut up, my boy Han.
Maybe
I think
Chirrut?
Thrawn might be the best limited
No.
leader.
No.
It's gonna be slower format anyway. You're gonna get a
That's true.
You're gonna get a free exhaust every turn. He's fat. You got that fat booty. 3-9. He's
You
gonna
have to
kill
pay
stuff.
for it.
That's fine. That's fine. Let's pay one. Okay.
You missed that part of the podcast where I talked about I hate all the leaders that you have to pay for the action. I despise all of them.
We were playing a game 2 hours ago, and you meant Miss Thrawn guy's kind of cool. I like doing
Well,
this.
he is cool. He is cool, but he is bad also. I mean, two things can be
He's not bad.
correct. He's not good.
Aight. He's
If you want to lose,
He's all right.
IG-88
Is
bad.
Yeah.
That's
No.
bad.
Yeah, that's bad.
I had a
I think-
spot on Friday night. I'm going to make sure I play IG-88. I'll trade with
I
somebody.
think
I-
one leader that gets
but I-
better in limited is Chewbacca. I think
Probably.
Chewbacca's actually going to be pretty good because then you can spread all your
He's
damage.
definitely-
And so they're
Give
just
anything
not
Sentinel.
they're just not
most
going to be able
stuff.
to kill stuff. So
I think Vader, Palpatine, they're the only 7 and 8. I think they're going to be kind of mid. I think they're too big. You're not going to have any ramp,
Vader?
probably. You're going to be fighting for your life with ramp.
Yeah,
You're not
but-
going to see it.
the game's also probably slower.
Has to be slower.
Maybe.
Yeah.
You say that, but
It
I'm
it
pretty
honestly
confident
depends
it
how you
is.
pick your leader.
I
Honestly,
haven't played it.
I mean,
but
none of us
like,
so how
have.
did I haven't really deep dived. So there's a leader in every pack, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
So do you so you'll have for the pre-release format, you'll have 6 leaders to choose from, technically 8 because Vader and Luke is included in the
I think
pre-release
you
pack.
could technically get more. Like if you got a
you get them in your
hyperspace.
very
If you pull like
yeah, with the
hyperspace or
Raider.
whatever. Okay. So I mean you're gonna be able to pretty much you might have duplicates obviously and stuff. So you're gonna have a variety. I would probably base your leader who you play on the good cards you pull.
yeah,
I mean if you pull a good blue Imperial guy, then play Iden if you've got
well,
her.
I think
You know what I mean?
I think there's a solid point to the idea that because you can play off-color stuff, it's not magic. You're not forced to play
It's also
your
true.
colors. Like you can pay 2 more for a 5-drop if it's worth it.
But in a sealed format, do you really want to pay 5 for a 2-drop?
For a 3-drop, depends on
Potentially.
the 3-drop. I might.
Yeah,
I might.
possibly.
There's some really. Like, I would probably. Would you play that boba, the 3/5 boba, for 5? You probably
Absolutely,
would.
yes.
Boba's really good. There's stuff you do it for. Not everything, and it's hard to get away with it in
Yeah.
standard, but in draft, you can play whatever you want.
I think Boba, that 3/5 Boba is incredible.
That 3/5 boba is
He's pretty good.
good, pretty good. All right, so we got 3 of those decisions. Okay. In all reality, everyone's gonna play Vader and Luke. It's gonna be 15 Vaders and Lukes at your pre-releases. You're gonna it'll be all right. That'll be all right.
Unless they let me use my Gen Con promos, then yes, probably.
Nope, nobody's gonna stop you.
I'll stop you.
Mine are
Chris.
still
I'm a
mine are
grown
still
man.
sitting in my room, bro. I'm a grown man. I'll do what I
Mine
want.
has not left the binder. I don't know. I would feel good about doing a tribal thing, especially if you got 6 packs. You'll be able to put together.
The cards are on Cassian might also be kind of wild for a limited environment. When you're like really grinding it out.
Yeah,
Cassian or
Cassian
Palpatine,
will
I
be
guess.
Pretty good.
I hate Palpatine, so
I love Palpatine.
Yeah. He's funny. Funny guy.
He big.
All right.
you know what it's going to turn into, right, Thomas? It's just going to be a Palpatine fest so quickly. As soon as he will become there will be a time in this game's
Yeah, and like
in this
we
game's
said,
thing. He's way too powerful. As soon as the aggro calms down, because his first set's going to be all just punch him in the mouth as fast as you can, and then it's going to be all Palpatine, and I'll be there with my Herodec just trying to survive. But it's going to be rough, boys. It's going to be rough, but we're going to do it.
I'm not holding my breath on this. I'm not gonna lie. I think you underestimate how good Sabine is, or even
Nah.
Leia. Like the time to kill is really fast.
Palpatine.
But that out of the way, we'll move on to the next thing. Online tournaments. Take the Initiative League season 0.5 Top Cut came out a couple days ago. I think
Can
they
you
had
show
50 to
can you
60
show the
players.
bracket?
Sure, I can show the bracket. Pull it up. Ooh, bang.
Wow.
Wow, there's a bracket.
Hold up. All right.
Yes.
I gotta watch
Yeah,
this.
Dalton, I have to hold up too. Yeah, Dalton, hold up.
Okay.
So in the round 1, these are the teams that made the most. top of the round was Mono Boba. I think it says Mono Boba. I think that ended up being a green Boba when I looked at it earlier. I don't know why they call
Did
it
you
Mono
actually
Boba.
find that dude's deck list?
I did not.
Poem.
I never
That's
found
one
it.
of the late night guys, ain't it?
Poem? I can look it up. I'm sure it might be.
I think
If you
he's a
can
late
find
night
any
guy.
of them, go for it. But
I think he is a late night guy.
but for the last league season, it was that green Boba deck that I saw and I hated it immediately. Um, I played it like twice. It got rolled. But it won the top cut. He's in here again somewhere, I think. But it seems based on those two leagues that some of the best decks are Sabine, Boba, Leia, and
Only
then
one Sabine deck in there, ain't it?
Sabine Yellow, Sabine
Sabine does
whatever.
not do well against Boba, so yeah, Sabine's
or
kinda-
Iden for that
Well,
matter.
Yeah, Sabine's
the
getting
decks have
pushed out a bit.
become Sabine and Leia and the things that beat Sabine and Leia,
Yeah,
which is kind of Boba, and a lot of people have been playing
Iden.
Green Krennic and Green Iden because they both have the restore to get through the aggro. But last time it was all Sabine, Leia, Boba, and then Iden and Krennic, I think. This is pretty similar. A lot of the Sabines have gotten pushed out. It looks like the only two Sabines originally played against each other, which is unfortunate for them. Pushed out up against the Boba Green now. But the only weird thing here, there's a Vader Green in there. It snuck its way in, and it is
He's balling.
demolishing. 2-0'd an Iden deck and two Iden decks. It's just obliterating Idens here back and forth. It's tower number. I tried to find Vika. I couldn't find the deck list. I wish I could. I recognize a lot of the names, but I didn't recognize Vika. But I'd love to see that deck list. Chase, if you can find the deck list, that'd be cool. But if not, it's fine. I don't
Trying
know.
to find him on Twitter, but I can't.
I assume it's just
probably in the
Vader
Discord
good stuff. You're just playing
somewhere.
ramp. You're just ramping up some Vader, which we love ramping up Vader. You know, it's pretty deep, pretty simple.
I'm assuming we need to let this tournament end, and then the person who won will probably post their deck list or whoever's putting it.
The Boba
Who's
list
putting it
was,
on? Who's putting it on? Take
the initiative, but I don't know. We're gonna have a Rebel Trader.
Oh, okay.
I don't know who that actually.
Yeah.
That person is on Twitter.
Yeah. you can give them a look to it.
But yeah, I'm sure that Green Vader is just play all the good Imperial Green and just punch him in the mouth.
Yeah.
What's your all's opinion on Emperor's Legion? Is that what's called?
Because
a lot of the
2 costs bring back the boys to your hand. Is that what you're talking about?
Because we have actually a lot of board wipes in game now. With we got Bombardment. Obviously, there's the 8-drop blue one that destroys all, and there's the 3-cost red one that wipes for 3.
Yeah.
I feel.
Don't
think
look
a lot
up
of the
Rebel Trader on Twitter.
Okay.
Some...
I think
Go ahead. Sorry.
Don't talk about that shit if it's that bad. I think a lot of the Boba Green decks have been putting it in. I watched someone play it. Like it was like Bombardment, kill 3 things, and he went 2 for Empire, pull them back into hand, play them all back down. It's kind of nasty. The you can play down like Slave 1 again, or
Boba Fett's fire spray.
Yeah. My bad. Boba Fett's fire spray. I forgot.
They Disneyed it.
They Disneyed it. My bad.
The real ones know, but
that's pretty good. I feel like I saw someone play it in a hero deck.
But there is no. It's kind of crazy that there is no. One Sabine in the second round of that tournament.
Well, there was 2 in the top 16, and they played each other in the first round.
Yeah. That's true. So how many people was in this tournament before? Did
the last one was 45. I looked at it, but I haven't found this one's. I want to say it's 40 to 50, maybe a little bit higher.
No, I mean like top cut. Once you get top cut, that's where it gets real. Yeah, and a lot of these people are 2-0 people too.
Yeah, I mean,
what I can see. So I mean,
it was the Boba deck that was the top of the.
You can see the counter decks are working out, and now the counter decks are playing each other. So and it's unfortunate the 2 Boba.
The Vader spices comes through, you know.
That's true, and also the Boba decks are probably it. If I had to make a prediction, it's probably gonna be Vader Boba in the finals, or Boba.
I didn't realize that the Grand Inquisitor Blue was second in like their Swiss. That's kind of wild. I want to know what that list is.
It's the second seed, yeah.
It lost the Boba Green immediately, but that's fine. Like you got the top 16 with Grand Inquisitor.
It's also like if they played like 3 rounds, you know what I mean? Like it's all about getting good draws as well.
Yeah, but I mean it does make sense because Blue has all the grit stuff, and Grand Inquisitor can damage your boys.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
blue is
I
the best way to
guarantee
play
you.
Inquisitor.
Yes.
The
He's probably
the
playing
the
yep,
bike racer, like the 1/4 bike racer with grit,
Yeah,
good card.
really good card.
zesty. You
Love that
can like
card in my
turn
item
one,
deck.
ready it up, swing for 3. It's nasty.
Yeah.
Baze is a blue, right? And he's got grit.
Yep.
I think so. He's
Chewbacca, is there a Chewbacca card that has grit, or is he just a
He's
leader?
yellow,
He's just a
yellow,
leader,
but
correct?
He's yellow.
we're also in
And
villain.
Yeah, that's wrong.
That's true. I didn't know if there was a Chewbacca that was just a blue. You know what I mean?
He's
Nah.
a
I never
Sentinel
can tell.
yellow.
Yeah,
I was looking at him earlier.
Weird.
Weird. We'll get a blue one at some point, maybe. I don't know, probably not.
Why is the leader
Um,
blue anyway? It feels like that's forced.
protection. He
It makes
protects Han.
sense. Yeah.
I guess.
I guess fine. All
All
right.
right, I concede.
But besides
One for the boys.
that, Leia red, 2 Leias, only 1 Krennic, I think. 2 Krennics, both
Krennic.
lost. Happens to the best of us.
I still think Krennic green or like mono green Krennic is a good deck.
Well, Krennic
Like
is
being able to.
blue.
He's blue. So you gotta
I'm
go
not Krennic. Sorry, I'm
Tarkin.
losing my mind.
Tarkin.
Tarkin, even though there's none there, I feel like it could be a decent deck. That's still got a
I
lot
like
of
it.
firepower
Yeah.
behind it. It's slow, and then the aggro decks are just going to kill you. That's going to be the main thing with this meta. That's for the first part of it
With
is
that
just
deck,
trying to
it
keep
just
up
comes
with
down
these.
to like, do you have a good boy to overwhelming barrage immediately?
Yes, yes.
But I feel like Krennic and Iden can do that.
Yeah,
In green.
they can.
And just as
Yeah.
easily. And not paying 1 every
I,
round after your
Auden
curve.
is a lot better.
Having to pay 1 off your curve every round is just rough. Like, it's just hard to swing that. When your opponent's playing 5 drops and you're playing 4s to give it a +1/+1 counter.
I don't know. It can be good to help fix the
Yeah.
curve, but it can also.
Yeah.
What's that tab that says predictions? What's the predictions
I
mean?
think you can make predictions.
Can we gamble
Garbage
on
cleanup.
this?
Made predictions.
We can gamble on this?
You can do picks apparently. Points per round.
I don't think, boys.
I
next-
knows what's going on, Rebel Trader. Is
Always
this like an
betting,
article?
always betting yourself, I guess. Maybe.
Hmm.
Oh, it's literally their.
Oh, it's literally what the.
It's their bracket
Yeah.
predictions.
At the
Oh,
like,
Rebel Trader's literally picking himself to win. Okay.
Yeah.
why would you not? You know.
I guess.
Sure.
Believe in yourself, I
Might
guess.
as well send it.
Whenever
Good
like
for him,
the
honestly.
tournament scene actually starts, we're gonna have to like come up with a way to have a fantasy league for this.
Oh, we will. Absolutely.
It's doable. I mean, like,
I've seen the Pokemon players do
Yeah,
it.
the Pokemon players do it. Because Chase and I
We can do
almost done it once. We were talking about it.
those are bad days. Those are bad days,
Hey,
man. We don't talk about those no more.
We had a good time.
Insanely bored.
Chase, can you throw up and see if you can find Kotal with that IG80, with that, not IG88, the Grand Inquisitor?
Where you want me
Kotal.
to look for it at?
Check on Star Wars, the actual deck list website, and then check for a check for a Twitter or something. I don't know. YouTube. I feel like YouTube or the actual deck website is the best bet. 'Cause most of them upload to YouTube.
Yeah.
Like I know Tower Number 9 does. I think Rebel Trader does.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Rebel Trader's on there.
I realize some. I remember some of these names on this list, like Rebel Trader, and
Yeah.
and Poem. Poem, I'm 90% sure is a late night guy. I don't see it right off the bat.
I'm gonna drop this while I look at my notes.
Carry on.
Carry on.
Carry on while I'm looking at this.
Thomas, you know how you were asking about KTOD earlier?
Mhm.
I think that's Bobby Sapphire's new team.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
That would make sense.
good for those guys.
Well, it's only Bobby Sapphire's the one. Like, it's him with some new guys. Like, I think his brother.
It's Bobby Sapphire and his fellas.
Yeah.
Good for Bobby Sapphire.
I
Bobby
don't think
Sapphire.
any of the other Hyperloops guys came over.
Yeah.
Are they playing Flesh and Blood? Is that what they're doing? I don't remember.
I don't know.
Gross.
Some of them might have just
Carry on,
clean
Thomas.
quit in general.
Carry on, Thomas. Carry on with this.
I mean, I can't too much carry. I mean, the next thing we got is our favorite cards. But if you want to, we can talk about. I just realized that Force Table. I hadn't actually looked into that too much. Force Table has like entire campaigns for Flesh and Blood. Like
wow.
if you pay them like their $5 a month to like be a patron, and you get access to sealed and drafts for the games. They have like a 10 game like you play through the story of Flesh and Blood. It's kind of sick.
That is pretty cool.
I've kind of wish that was an official thing and not just Force Table or Fabric. I think it's Fabric Table is the actual company. But am I gonna spend $5 a month to draft on Force Table?
My money's leaving my bank account talking
Maybe.
about Flesh and Blood. So let's move on.
Well, even Force Table, like you can play
Force
draft and
Table's
seal.
amazing.
Yeah, it keeps me very entertained at work.
Yes.
And if they make the meta bots like smart enough that it's worth paying $5 a month for, I'd do it. $5.
Oh yeah, it's
$5.
a great resource for you.
It's a great deal.
Yeah, it's a great resource.
We'll go into the next.
Let's
thing
move on.
then.
Let's move on to our favorite cards.
All right, favorite cards. So we'll start off with yellow first.
We're doing each of the aspects.
Yeah, because we have the full
card.
we have the full set list now, and we've had it for like a week or two now.
Yeah.
We've got all of them for the first set. We're gonna talk about our favorite ones. It can be art, it can be design, game mechanics, what it means for the game. We'll start off with yellow first. Chase, you're smiling. What's your yellow?
Outmaneuver.
Outmaneuver.
Is that
It's probably my
tap a
favorite
dude and
card
give
in
it
the
a
deck.
shield?
It's the one. No, it's the tap everything in a single arena card.
Oh, okay.
I can pull it
And
up, but I don't
in
know.
literally the 2 games that me and Thomas played about an hour before this podcast started, it saved me multiple times.
He lost all those games, by the way. But
I did.
He still lost. So did it really
did
save
do
you?
that.
Yes, for 3, and it's a pseudo board wipe kind of. I mean, it saves you a turn. If against these insane aggro decks that are just trying to load up the board, it can save you, and you can time it where if you're playing a leader such as I was using it in Thrawn or Palpatine or something, if you need to tap all your opponents and then bring your guy out safely to do their shenanigans, you know what I mean, stuff like that. I think it's a great card. I love it.
It's not a bad card. Like
Yeah,
3 for an entire exhaustion.
It's definitely
fine.
good.
I think it's good. Yeah.
I will not. I will not sit here for the slander
You know
of
what
that.
makes it even better? Bib Fortuna, so it's only a 2 cost.
Bib Fortuna. It's true. It's true. It's true. It's true. Probably should be playing Bib and Thrawn, honestly. I didn't think about that. But,
Yeah.
I mean, he did consistently exhaust out 3 or 4. Like, he'd get Boba and, like, 2 guys or Boba and 3 guys.
It just
like,
it just gives you breathing room. And you can also use it if your deck isn't really built to handle
you know what you could play instead?
Space units.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just you can wipe out the entire space arena. You know what I mean?
The 3-cross red card, there's still 3 to all of them.
I mean, yeah, I'm not saying, but we're not talking about red. We're talking about yellow. And you asked me what my favorite yellow was.
I think this is a good pick. I think this is a good pick.
It's an item. All right, Dalton, you go next. What's your pick?
I think I'm gonna have to go Bosk. I really like Bosk.
Bosk is a hoss.
Bosk with 2 case.
You're gonna clown me about outmaneuver, and you're gonna pick Bosk.
I was on board with your outmaneuver.
You said it was bad.
2 S's and 1 K.
No, I didn't.
I said it was kind of whatever. Thomas. Dalton said it was good. It was me.
I'm on board with
Bosk is a good card.
I love Bosk.
You're all
Ambush.
against
He's a 4/5. When you play an event and deal 2 damage to a unit, he's gonna clear the board. If you're against aggro, this like stabilizes.
See, I find that he doesn't kill the board because he's too good. They just kill it.
Well, yeah, but then they're not killing you.
I've never had a Bosk sit on board.
But then they're not killing you. So
it's good. I feel like 5 is a pretty tight. What else do we play at 5 in yellow? Maybe it is just Bosk. Job is 4. Fire spray 6.
I think you run that Bosk.
Bosk. Fine. Sorry, you run out Bosk.
Bosk is
good. I do like Bosk. It's a good card.
Love Bosk.
I think it's extremely good in the mono yellow Boba.
Yeah, makes your events even better. That
play Cunning instead.
Or
it makes Cunning do 2 damage.
Yeah, it makes Cunning better.
Cunning do 2 damage.
And you can make Bosk do 8 damage.
Exactly.
That's true. My favorite's Cunning.
Big.
It's a cool card.
It is cool.
There's a lot of stuff. It's like I'm playing Magic the Gathering and I get to pick 2 out of 4. Also love this scene. I love this art. Look at my man.
It's cool art.
He got cheated, honestly.
I
love Solo.
It looks like he's getting rained on.
It does look like it's raining.
They're playing cards in the rain.
I'm gonna have to go real quick. I'm gonna mute my mic. I will be back in like 2 minutes.
Okay.
Gotta get my.
Okay, we got a filibuster. We got a filibuster.
I can tell the viewers about me hitting Chase for 10 today. It was great.
Podcast
Yes,
stinks.
You just play cunning. You get +4/+0. You play shoot first +3. Not plus. Not, the other one, surprise strike +3. That's like 10, 12 damage. You're murdering people.
It is a good card. I think it's probably the second best out of the mono legendary events.
Are you saying command's better? Because you're wrong.
Yes. No,
You're
it's so
wrong.
much better. It is. It's so much better.
The ramp is not good enough. Cunning just says you can play 12 ramp cards or 9 ramp cards. That's all it says in your deck.
What are you talking about?
You will like between resupply and DJ, cunning is the worst of those. It's the worst ramp one. But you only play it because it has ramp.
You mean command?
Yeah, command. It's the worst of those 3 because it costs 4.
I said cunning was the second best behind
You said
command.
Behind command. I'm saying command is not as good as cunning.
But the fact that it goes down as a resource, that you can pick that as an option, makes it.
But the rest of the ramp is better. I'm just saying
this is why it's the second best. You think this is the best of the mono legendaries?
I think no one is currently playing. Like what's
the blue one is tragedy.
What's the mono green? It'll be good when we have a mill. What's the mono green deck? Krennic, Palpatine.
It will be
You
Palpatine.
can play Hera, I guess, for command, but like,
yeah, I was playing.
Are any of those decks
Hera.
good?
I'd say mono green Palpatine could have some legs. Mono green Hera could also have some legs.
No, it ain't. Poo poo. Cunning. Double yellow Boba. Biss.
Yeah, just the reason why cunning is good is because of Boba. Because you can play mono yellow Boba. Mono.
You know what? You got me. Yeah, that's fair. You really don't play double
any
yellow
other time.
Han.
You're not going to play double yellow Han. You're not going to play double yellow Thrawn. You're not going to play. That's all.
I think in the long run, over the next 3 sets, cutting will be the best. Because I just don't think the ramp from command is that good.
Pull up command.
And aggression's kind of poo-poo. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, aggression's terrible. The other 2 are tragedies.
The blue one will be fine once we get mill. 2 experience counters, mid. Friendly unit deals damage. That's fine. That's removable.
You are out of your mind.
Put a unit from your discard pile to your hand. What units are you putting into your hand on turn 4? Nothing.
You're nuts, dude.
Did I just come back to this man
so
on command?
Yes.
Hold on, time out. I need a timeout. I said that cunning was the second best out of the mono events.
Agreed.
And he said
I said cunning's better.
And he said command was, and I quote, mid. And I said,
it's not
well, pull up the card, and then I read the card
out of the
again.
4, it's worse
it's
than
still
cunning,
good.
but better than the other 2. It's good.
No.
The only reason why you have an argument is because the deck that cunning will be in is better than the deck that command will be in. For the time being, until everybody figures out that Palp is going to be.
Dalton, my big argument here was that command is played because it ramps.
Yeah.
That is the best mode on command.
Yes.
Command is worse than the other 2 ramp cards.
Not necessarily. I mean,
no.
It comes out later. Like it's worse to ramp on 4 than it is on 2 or 3.
Why not?
It's also a fight card.
You can,
yeah.
But like
you
it's still the worst.
You can literally give somebody 2 experience tokens and take out another unit with that card.
At late game, it's really good.
I think that is the worst way to do it.
Late game.
The best choice is ramp.
Wait, calm down. Pause.
Hold.
If you had a card that said, and I quote, deal 3 damage to an enemy and put this card down as a resource for 4, you'd play it in every deck. Fact or fiction?
If there's you have to already have a creature out.
No,
yeah,
that's for that to work.
Answer the question. I asked you a question. You would play it in every deck. Every single one of them. And that's for 3 damage.
In ramp 1.
Yeah, on turn 4, you'll have a creature down that has 3 attack. Easily.
Probably. I think I would play.
You would say it's the best card.
And discard a card just as much.
No.
F4.
No.
From cutting.
You're coping so hard, dude. This is nuts. I feel like I'm being gaslit, dude. There's no way. All right, we
I
need to
would
get
say,
on.
no,
We're
hold
on
up.
yellow.
I gotta
Yeah, we
speak
get
my
on
piece
yellow
on Command.
card.
No,
All
no,
right.
I love
All right.
Command. I won't stand for this
All right.
hatred. Command, I
I
like
feel
late
like I
game
defended
too.
it pretty well.
And I'm glad you did while I was gone, Chase. I appreciate that,
I did.
Thomas. This is why we never have Thomas ain't allowed on the podcast anymore. But
+4 +0.
Command.
That's
like,
that's
I was
4 damage.
playing
You got 3. That's 4.
trash.
But then you have to attack into something.
Yeah,
The base.
exactly.
Now,
Which
let me
means
tell you
die.
this: if it was 4, +4, like you give the
Oh,
health
that
4,
would be not
N-
balanced.
nuts,
It wouldn't
be
nuts.
balanced.
I
Well,
would
yeah.
be.
That wouldn't
I
even
would-
do that. That wouldn't do that much though, because you would just lose at the end of turn anyway.
Unless it
We'll
had
still
like
die.
Sentinel or something.
Yeah.
That would make it better.
These are the kind of heated debates I wanted out of this podcast.
But like out of
it.
Command, I was playing a game against Noah with my mono green palp deck, and it was late game,
Gross.
so I was able to play Command, get the Maudie out of the graveyard after I'd already killed him, and play the Maudie down
Sure.
again and kill him again.
Okay.
So like I got like 3 swings with like a big guy to win the game.
Nuts.
Great
It was
card.
nuts.
Amazing.
Great card. It's the best out of the 3.
You
Cunning.
were
I'm
saying
not-
that
we're
the
not
double
saying that-
green late game deck won with the double green late game card. Wow, I hope you'd win that. What was
I'm
he
saying
playing?
the card is-
aggro Luke.
Early game and late game.
He was playing aggro Luke. It's what he was playing.
No, I don't think he was. I think I
And
don't.
it was,
I
it was
generally don't
Current.
remember.
So yeah, I'd hope you win by 8 resources. You should win by 8
We
resources.
need to move on. We need to
Whatever,
move on. We
alright.
can sit here and argue about
Moving
cunning
on.
and
Yeah.
command. There's too many C's.
Love Command.
What are the next
Um,
color we're
Won't
doing?
Green.
stand for that.
Dalton, your
What?
favorite green card. What is it? It's command. We can move on to
No.
it.
I'll pick something
No.
else besides
Well,
Command.
I also pick some. Y'all gonna love mine. I
I'm
think
gonna
it's
pick-
my
I love
favorite
mine too.
card in the game.
Overwhelming Barrage, because yeah, that's a solid card.
Good card.
Yeah,
That is a fantastic card.
amazing.
And you know what's good about Overwhelming Barrage, Dalton? When you
can
play
give
command the turn
command to give
before and
2
you give the
experience
2
tokens.
experience tokens, and then you load them up again. Oh, it's nuts.
It
You're
is.
never gonna do that.
I'll do it to you. I'll do it to you right now, Thomas. I'm gonna do it to you at
You
the
do it
pre-release.
all.
I'm gonna pull a
You're
command.
gonna kill a 3-drop, and you're gonna play it as a resource. You're
No.
never gonna use those resources.
what I'm
never.
gonna do-
Never gonna make. You're never gonna make it tokens.
I'm gonna
They
play.
do it all the
No,
time.
because what you do is you play down the Emperor's Royal Guard.
We're gonna have to play.
You give him 2
We're gonna
experience
have to play
counters.
some
Okay,
games
yes.
after this.
On
'Cause
Emperor's
then
Rule
he's
Guard,
like a-
yeah, it is.
He's
probably
like
worth
a 5/7, and then you play the Overwhelming
Yeah.
Barrage. He's like a 7/9 or something outrageous.
it. All right.
So
Get
shut
Thomas
up,
play Cunning.
Thomas. Not if I have down my
I win.
not if I have
I'm
down my
about
Star
to
Destroyer
do
that cancels your.
All right,
first
you ready
event.
to tap? You ready to tap my card in and show
anyway,
it to the people?
No, hold on. Overwhelming. We didn't talk about Overwhelming Barrage.
Oh yeah, read the card.
This
card.
was the boogeyman when the spoilers were happening. Everyone was
Yeah,
terrified
we
of this
thought
card.
we thought it would be the best.
It
card
is
in the
good.
game.
It's pretty close. I mean, it's good.
It's up there. It's a tough.
If you can
10.
pull it off, it is very very good card.
Having
think
to
it's
have
an
the
A
card
tier card.
down matters. People can play around it now that we know it exists.
Yeah.
Good card.
I remember putting this in the Han deck because for 7 it was still worth it. Like, it's one of those cards you will play for 7 in Hero and be like, yeah, I'll do it.
In
All
the
right.
we released everything meta.
Yeah. And also the art, I would love to
the art.
have like
Great art.
that would be
It's a
such
great
a
art. It'd be a cool
sick mat.
tapestry
It's on a play
Cool
or a
mat.
mat.
tapestry.
Is
Is it?
I think it might be an event
Hell
playmat
yeah.
though, so
It
I'm
better
not,
be.
I'm not sure how we get it.
Win.
We'll get it.
I don't know.
You gotta win.
All right, you ready for this,
Dubs.
Thomas? You
All right,
ready?
let's hear it. Yep.
The my favorite green card is the Vanguard Infantry.
Is that the one cost?
That's the one that gets bigger. I can't spell
No.
anything.
I think
God.
it's the one cost that when he dies you give a. Yeah.
There he is.
Yeah, experience.
He's a 1-drop.
What do you
Yeah.
play?
I
in
love this
Palpatine?
card. You play it in Iden. It's
You
got the
put him in
trooper
Iden.
tag.
You put him
Wait,
in
in
Iden.
Iden?
Yes.
Oh, I guess
He's
the
green,
timer
so you
tags.
can play him in hero if you need to. I think it's a great card. It leans
fun.
into the Palpatine. I want to kill all my own guys and pay for my action cost decks.
Very good Palpatine.
And-
I ran it in my Palpatine deck.
I think it's just a solid. I think it's the best 1-drop in the game, in my opinion.
Is
Greedo.
it Benthic a one
I
drop?
think it's better.
Not better than Greedo.
Benthic's a 2-drop, right?
I think it's a 1-drop.
I
Sure.
think Benthic's one drop.
Well, it's the best. All right, let's not look up
Yeah,
Bentic
yeah.
here. But
All right.
all right.
Vanguard is good. Not
But
better than Greedo.
he's not the
better
best
than
one.
G2.
I think it's better than. I'll take it over Greedo.
Greedo.
I'd maybe
I
like
take
it better
over
than
Greedo.
Greedo.
Yeah, but not over.
Yeah, I like it better.
I love it.
Like it's with Cunning. You put this in Iden We're looking at President's Day. We're looking at Vanguard Infantry. What are we looking at? What are we doing?
I want my card. This is my favorite. This is my favorite green
Oh.
card. I love this card.
This is a great card.
I do like
It's
this
a great card.
I like this card.
I think we can all
I,
agree.
I feel
Yeah.
like I'm playing Collected Company in Magic. I'm just like, oh,
Yes, this is fun.
Good
it's a
card.
When I was
blast.
trying to break the meta before the game come out and make an all vehicles deck because nobody would ever expect it. If you could pull this off, it helps with the all vehicle deck.
It doesn't need to be vehicles. It could be.
Yeah, but
anything.
it very much helped with
But
my all
he was
vehicle
just
deck.
trying to make
I mean,
it
yeah,
all
I'm
good.
sure. But like,
Good
it's so
card.
good. I'm
You
I'm,
could
build,
play-
I'm building
you
the
could
Han
play-
vehicles because I love.
You could play
them.
3 Vanguard Infantries.
Excuse me.
It's true.
Excuse me.
You could play 2 Vanguard Infantries and a 5-drop.
That's better than 3 Vanguard
That's
infantry.
better.
That's something.
I'm just saying
Um,
factual statements.
You are
But
saying
getting out
factual
like this,
statements, but
you can get out like the Sentinel green defender thing. What it's called.
We haven't even said what the card is. This is a terrible podcast. U-wing
I've
reinforcement.
got it pulled up.
yeah.
The podcast listeners on Spotify
Oh,
isn't going to
that's
know
true.
what we've got pulled
Well,
up.
that's on
That's
them for
true.
being on Spotify.
U-wing reinforcement.
U-wing
Look it up.
reinforcement.
Great
Search
card.
the top 10 cards
This
in your deck for
podcast.
3 units.
We
Combined
stink.
7 are cost.
This is terrible.
I don't think about
We'll get
Spotify,
there.
bro.
This
My,
is-
my
this
media
is-
is video, my man.
Yeah.
That's true. me
Um,
too,
But
this is great.
good card. I love this.
I love this card.
I love
play
it.
the hell out of this
If
card.
you can
What
pull
makes
it
this
off,
card better
it's good.
is it doesn't. You don't have to consider the resource penalty. So like you can play out of color stuff.
I did not consider that.
I also
Yeah.
did not consider that.
Makes
That's
it
wild.
good.
So what are you
spots.
playing? Like what are we going for? You gonna play
I mean, it
like
depends on if
If
you're,
you're
in the
building,
green
if
hero,
you're building your deck around that, then that's
that's
we're
wild.
gonna play. I don't know some.
you
Cool.
may be in
what's the
trouble
best?
anyway.
I mean, like the best double color creature is like
It doesn't even have to be a double color.
Bodhi.
You could throw in like a
Or-
boba in there or something random.
I guess you could.
You throw in some super laser technicians. That way you can grab them, even though you're already at 7, so you don't need them. So they're kind of.
I feel like you'd only want to do that for like a 7-drop. Like you're playing like a yellow 7-drop in your green red deck.
or
'cause, like,
like
I
even
can't
a
see you wanting
solid
to play
5-drop and getting another 2-drop with it. That's like on color. Like it's not.
I would have to
not
see.
bad.
I would have to see the cards, but
Yeah.
I think that is.
Uh,
I think it is interesting. All
Just
right,
something to keep
pretty
in
good.
mind.
All right, next color, red. Chase. What kind of red
Force
do you like?
Lightning.
Force
Ooh,
lightning.
that's a good one.
I think it's a contender for the best card in the game.
Thomas can't spell force.
Good. I can't type today.
I think it's a
Force
contender for one of the best cards in the game.
Cost 1. Choose a unit. It loses all abilities for this phase. Good.
Really good.
Then, if you control a force unit, pay a number of resources and deal 2 damage to it. You know why this is currently mid?
Because there's
All the red
no-
force units are mid.
Yeah.
I mean, you could play it in like Palpatine if you want to play
Yeah.
Palp
Grand
Red.
Inquisitor
It's good
deck.
in Palpatine.
The Grand Inquisitor.
And Grand
deck
Inquisitor
also.
deck,
Absolutely.
and
your
it
Vader
also
deck.
uses. And it also means if you have like a Vader on the field or like a Dooku or any of the Force user guys.
I don't like these force units in Vader because Vader doesn't
Yeah.
play any other force units. Like,
But
you're not
I
playing
think Force
Fifth Brother
Lightning
or
is
Seventh
good
Sister.
enough without a Force unit that you still play it.
What are you getting rid of? Like Sentinel? Getting rid of Sentinel's
Sentinel.
good, but it's not.
Any of the abilities, you can like do it on their super laser technician and then kill it. That way they don't get the
The,
resource.
the first part of this card makes it a good
Based.
card. The second part makes it a great S tier card, in my opinion.
Yeah, but I think it's good
Paying
enough
three.
It's
without
a
a
sideboard
Force
card.
unit.
You're playing it in your sideboard.
No, I'll
Going
make
in
that.
your sideboard, nothing more, nothing less. You put
Great
it in.
I
card.
mean, it
Minions,
depends what
Sentinels
you're
removed.
playing. If you're playing a deck with Force users in it, yeah, you're gonna put it in your main board. Why wouldn't you? It's incredible.
Okay, if you're playing Grand Inquisitor,
Yeah.
that's it.
Or Vader.
It's dead most of the game.
Okay.
You're
But
not
it's-
because you're not playing. You're playing one
but
Vader,
it's
and that's
so
it.
If you're
good.
playing Vader Green,
It's so good though. I'm
I
gonna
would
chase
feel
on
comfortable
this.
throwing 2 of
Yeah.
these in my Vader deck and feeling great about it.
Yeah.
Do it.
And if
And
you're
my
against,
Palpatine
When
deck.
when we see that Vader Green deck that might win, we'll decide.
No.
I doubt he's running it.
I bet
And
he
I
is.
guarantee you he is running it in the
If
main
you,
board
if you
That's
happen to
sideboard
go
deck.
against like the
because he's
Chirrut
definitely.
and they have the Chirrut leader out, you can like knock off its abilities and kill it. That way he doesn't stick
Good
around.
chariot tech. Yeah. I mean, how many chariots you see at the top 16? I'm not holding my breath
well.
on. I do love chariot, but I don't think he's that good.
I'm just saying
Alright,
that's another example. I think I'm with Chase on this. It's a good card.
What's yours, Dalton?
I think I'm gonna go with. There's one I want to go with, but I know you'll trash me on it, so I'm not
We'll
going.
do it. No, we're not. We won't.
Go
This is
for
a
it.
Because it's not great right now.
This is a safe place.
No, it's
this
not.
is a safe place.
But let's start
We
an argument.
love.
Let's start an argument.
I want
Let's
to
go-
hear your old stuff.
I want to hear what you like, not what you
Force
think.
Throw. I like force throw.
Force throw's a good card.
I love
I
that.
don't- I can't even remember what it does.
You,
It's the same thing. It's
you
like
make
Force
an
Lightning.
opponent
It does
discard a
stuff. It does
hand.
more
You
if
discard
you
a
have a
card.
force creature.
I love this
It's a
card.
really good card.
It is.
It's not even questioned.
I forgot
this is
that
better
it
than
was.
Force Lightning as far as I'm concerned.
I forgot that it wasn't like hero or it wasn't villain too. So yeah, that makes it even better. Cause like in the hero
Yes.
decks, it's really good. And like Luke.
Sure,
Yeah,
it can
yeah.
throw stuff.
It's definitely more versatile than Force Lightning.
It is.
It's not as
yeah.
powerful as Force Lightning, but it is.
I don't know.
I like this card.
You
I
get
mean,
a
just
card from their
discard-
hand and you kill
And kill
something,
something.
or you discard your own 8-drop to kill something. I don't know for a PG podcast. I'm saying this.
Probably not anymore. This episode will not.
We
be,
were
but
supposed to
we'll
be,
all right.
but yeah, this episode will be.
It's okay.
I have a dirty mouth. I can't help it.
Kids go to public school. They'll figure it out.
Force Throw's a great card. I love this card. It's gonna get better.
I like this card. Yeah.
I bet Grand Inquisitor's playing this. I bet Red Vader is
100%.
playing 3 of these too.
Yeah. Good card. I like it.
With this card, it costs 1, just like the other one.
I didn't realize how good this
At
card was.
minimum,
actually.
discards a card from their hand. That is the worst side.
Which is
That's
still pretty
really
good.
for
Yeah.
1.
I don't know if
That is
I'd pay 1 just to discard a card from a player's hand, but
And deal
just
damage.
pay 1, discard a card. But yeah.
That's what most control decks do.
All right,
Like,
we're
if you're
getting
trying to go
spicy.
late, it's worth it. We're getting
Hit us
spicy.
with your red. I'm ready to get to the blue.
I forgot already. Did I not pick one? Oh yeah, I
Are you
did.
Yeah, you
serial?
did. Oh yeah, yeah. For a cause. Yeah.
Oh
Good card.
baby, we love Lava Axe from hand. Let's go 4 to the dome every time. It's not even close. I was watching a guy who was doing Sabine deck techs, and he didn't have it in there for a bit, and I was like,
Thomas, say what the card is. We're forgetting.
for a cause I believe in.
There you go.
Reveal the top 4 cards of your deck for each hero, deal damage to the enemy's base. Discard any of the revealed cards, put them on the top of your deck in any order. So good. The second half doesn't matter, you're dealing damage out of hand. It's like the only damage out of hand in the game. Good.
That is true.
Sure, yeah.
To the base, anyway.
Yeah.
To the base, that's what matters. Like, it's the burn. That's what the burn needs to finish it off. That's
I
It
remember
is good,
playing this
yeah.
card in my Cassian deck just because it had Cassian on it.
also a really good card. Good card. Top tier card.
It is a
Also
really
like
good
the
card.
I wish it cost
I don't know if I
2.
like the art, but yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, the
It
art
would,
kind
it
of.
would be too good if it costed 2. This is already like
yeah,
one of the best
if it
red hero
cost
cards.
2, that would be busted.
It really wouldn't. It really wouldn't matter too much because like you're playing this at the end of the game to finish
That's
someone
also
off.
true.
You're gonna pay 2 or 3 either one. Yeah, I like the art.
a good card. I think it's a pretty good card.
Yeah,
I
it's a
agree.
good card.
Did we do blue yet? We haven't done
Nope.
blue yet.
We've
Nope.
not done
Give me
I
the
want to
same one.
start.
Oh,
I'm gonna
oh,
start.
okay.
I
If you
ain't started
steal
any of
mine-
these.
If you steal mine, okay, you didn't. Great.
Oh,
I like
okay.
Obi-Wan.
This
I
is
think
a
he's
hot
a cool
take.
guy. I love him. Is he good? I don't know. I don't think any of the blue decks are good enough right now for us to know. But when they are, we're playing Obi-Wan. It's so much fun to play Obi-Wan down. Let him die, doesn't matter. Put a big old stick on him, let him beat people to death. Stick. Just feels good. I was playing Double Blue Luke when the first game first came out, because I just liked it. It was just fun. Good?
Thematic.
Probably not. But it felt good.
Thematic.
Felt
Thematic.
so good.
Did you play Vigilance or whatever the double blue is?
Put a shield.
Absolutely you did.
Anytime you can put a shield at Obi-Wan, you feel like a madman. It's so good. It just eats
He's
stuff up.
fun.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's good. He's definitely fun.
He's fun.
I think he's definitely good.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Obi-Wan.
Here's my problem. Why is it not Ben Kenobi?
Because he's Obi-Wan.
That's his.
Yeah, he's not on Tatooine. He's on
That
the
is-
Death Star.
name.
He is
He's
Ben
on the Death
Kenobi
Star.
right there.
No, he's on the Death Star. He's back to being Obi-Wan.
He's Obi-Wan.
He's been Kenobi.
They
on
called him
Tatooine.
Ben.
Yeah, on
We'll get an
Tatooine.
old little yellow. We'll get a yellow Ben Kenobi who's like, ooh, I'm the Force unit. He's got like a 2-3.
It's when he's yelling at the sand people.
Yeah, the crate
He
dragon.
kills the same people.
He's doing the crate dragon. tower.
All right, my turn.
Sure.
The ghost.
Not even Kanan?
No.
Fair enough.
The
The ghost
So
is-
here is the reason why. I think the Ghost is the only reason why Hera might be a decent deck. Without the Ghost, it's nothing. The when played on attack trigger to give Spectre a shield is bananas. It's a 5/5 for 6, which is pretty decent. It comes in shielded. You give everybody shields. I had to give Hera a little bit of love because I know in my heart that's probably what I'll end up playing because I hate myself.
I mean, it's the best Spectre
it is
card. It's really
good.
good. It's the payoff you need for that deck.
Yeah.
It's literally the only thing, and it's a Rebel vehicle transport Spectre.
Yeah. Still
That's a
sad
lot
we
of
didn't get a
keywords.
Phantom. We need a Phantom to go with it.
Also, why is it the Ghost?
because it's
the
the,
only one.
Ghost. It's the Millennium Falcon.
I know, but they never call it the Ghost. They just say Ghost.
Well, you got to board the Ghost.
Moving on. Spectre
Moving
home
on.
base.
Spectre.
I think it's a great card.
I just can't get behind Hera. I don't know.
I
I didn't watch that
Oh.
show. I have no love for it.
I love
I
the
named
show.
one of my I
You
named
did?
one of my children after the show.
You did?
We're getting into it. You can't
Yeah.
name one of your kids after the show and not play
not
this
run
set.
it.
True.
So,
You
Yep.
do. Yeah.
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 Shout out to my firstborn son. Let's go.
The curve's just kind of poo poo. Sorry.
I think
It's
being
the
just
as
card
hard
is good.
it's just
in
too
Hera.
slow. It's pretty
Yeah.
much here's how Hera deck goes. If you don't have Sabine in your opening hand, you pretty much lose. Then that's pretty much it.
It doesn't do anything if you do. Sabine doesn't do anything in this deck.
Yeah, but if
She
you can get
starts
Sabine
getting
set
some
up,
aggro.
like it's all about setting the Sabine up in my playtesting. You have to get Sabine and or Ezra and Sabine and or Chopper and Sabine and or whoever else.
I hadn't
As
considered
long as
Chopper.
Sabine-
I haven't looked at Chopper too much while it's in these decks.
Chopper's
but,
very
like,
good.
Chopper
I feel like
is
Chopper would
good,
be a
yeah.
better turn 1 in that deck.
It
than
is.
Sabine
No,
would.
it is.
Yeah.
It's Chopper and Sabine. Like you need those two or Ezra. But it's you can't have Sabine is the main part of the equation.
My issue with the Hera deck is that
It's
so
bad.
it's Chopper turn 1. Turn 2 is
bad.
Ezra.
So
Turn
bad.
3 is Kanan. Turn 5 is Zeb, and then you're into the Ghost. What have
No.
you accomplished? No, what do you?
You assembled the Avengers.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
You've got
They're all there.
is that not the point?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you can get them, no. Once you get them all set up,
If you get them
is
all set
really
up,
hard to beat.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, if for some reason your opponent has a stroke or they're playing like a Palpatine deck and they're just sitting there trying to ramp their
Yeah,
resources,
uh-huh.
and if you can pull it off, you
Yeah.
can win pretty easily.
Or
But-
they just play a 5/5 and overwhelming barrage all your boys.
Exactly, and that's pretty much it.
I don't see it. I don't see it.
But like I said,
The Ghost is
the-
good.
the
If it's the
Ghost is
Ghost, you got
the
the shields
Ghost-
out.
Ghost is the ringer, but
I'm excited to
Sabine
see
is
you.
the.
I'm excited to see you play it.
Me too. I'm excited to play it.
Dalton, what's your choice?
Okay. I'm gonna go Gideon Hask. Been playing Aiden a lot lately, and he
pretty
goes
good.
right there with her. So he's a 5/5 for 5. When an enemy unit is defeated,
Love
give
that.
an experience token to a friendly unit.
Yep.
So my favorite play is to usually I've ramped a little bit before, so I'll play him, and then the next turn I pair him with this card called Overwhelming Barrage,
Wow.
where I
Combo.
kill a bunch of boys and give a bunch of experience tokens and make them all bigger, and then I do it again the next turn, make them even bigger.
Wombo combo.
We just keep her going.
Win more.
Win more. Easy.
Win
I
more.
like
command strategy. Win more.
Yeah.
Right there. You
I like
said it.
old buddy too.
Del Miko.
I like Miko too.
Del Miko's also good. If you can
I haven't looked at.
play Del Miko and then ramp and then
Like
Hask,
into Hask.
yeah, then you've got a good board set up.
It's sort of like Hera, where if you can get the Inferno squad set up, you're rolling.
Except
But in
you
the
don't
other
even
hand, you also
need-
have all the good.
Yeah, I was about to say
Alright.
you don't even need them as like you do.
Maybe
with
I
Hera.
just need to play. Maybe I need to play Red Hera. I've not played any Red Hera. I've just been playing mono green and yellow.
What do you get out of Red Hera?
for a
Are you,
cause
like,
I
are
believe
you, are
in.
you committing to
For a
aggro?
cause I believe in.
Red
And-
3.
so
Red
you're
3
committing
is
to aggro.
really
Force-
good.
And force throw.
Okay, you're not playing a Hera deck anymore. You're just playing an aggro deck because you're not gonna
With
get to 6 drop for
specters.
Ghost.
With
You're never gonna get to 6 drop for Ghost in that
Why
deck
wouldn't you? It's turn
'Cause
4.
because you're playing red.
You'll get there.
That's a good closer. I might try. We're gonna try it out when
We're
we
gonna
win
try
this.
it.
So
We'll
let's
try
roll.
it out. All right.
Let's roll. We're gonna get to the
Um,
lab after this game.
That's
after
all the
this
colors.
pod.
That's all the main colors, right?
All right,
That's
we
what
gotta get
got.
no, we gotta get to villainy and heroism. I've got a
I-
spicy villainy. Did you do a blue one, Thomas?
Yeah,
Yeah, I did Obi-Wan.
he
I
went
started.
first.
Oh yeah. Can I do my villain card?
Sure.
I'm
So
your father.
excited about it. Okay.
Oh, you're actually going with this?
Go ahead. I mean, I
Like
like
this
the card.
card. Speaking of cards that possibly will be good in sealed/draft format, deal 7 for 3,
In sealed and
and if
draft,
not, you
yes,
get to
this
draw
will be good.
3.
Yeah,
This is a
Okay.
great card. It's the fact that it's just
it's
Man.
bad and constructed.
like this card is one word away from being a legendary broken card.
What's the word?
You know what I'm saying? Do both.
Oh,
Deal
okay.
7 and draw 3.
Well, yeah,
Yeah, I
that's
bet it is.
yeah.
It's the fact that it's like you're gonna draw 3 cards every time, or you're gonna get to kill something.
You're gonna pay 3. You're probably gonna pay 3 and kill someone because like
Yeah.
people are going to draw the cards. Especially in limited. Like
Limited,
you're
you get
never
to,
gonna.
and having cards in a limited format like that.
Means
really
you
good.
win. So
It
they're
is
not gonna.
very
They're
good,
not gonna
so-
let you draw those cards unless they're.
I don't know. I
wrong.
think this is a good pick.
I think in
Oh,
limited.
I love this
in
card.
limited, I think it's really good. In constructed, I don't like it.
Thank you.
I think it's mid and both. I love this card though. This is like one of those fun creative design
is.
cards like in the game.
They cooked
um,
with this card.
There's a reason they showed it so early because they're like, this is gas. Y'all love it.
Thematically,
Yeah.
I love
I do love it.
How many people at tournaments are you going to hear yell, "No," just because they have to?
Well, no one's gonna play this card, so none.
Okay.
it.
At the pre-release, you're gonna hear it.
Yeah.
All right,
Probably
then.
a lot.
You're gonna hear it all the time. But at the tournament,
I'm
you're
going
not
to
gonna hear it.
scream to the top of my lungs if somebody plays this to me on Friday. I swear I will. I'll take my shirt off, cut my arm off.
Gonna get us kicked out. All right, Dalton, pick your favorite mono black card out of the 8.
I'll go with General Veers.
I picked. Okay, I say you can't pick mine.
Okay.
I thought you liked what's his name.
I do.
You like Marty,
I do like Marty, but
arguably the best one.
yeah,
It's
I mean,
also will
probably
be
is.
good in the in my strategy of tribal for
Yeah.
a sealed and draft.
But in my Iden deck, I really like Veers because they're all Imperials, and they get even
That's
bigger.
true.
And then that means your overwhelming barrage is even bigger. And that
Good
means
board.
you kill more things with Hask on the board, which means that you get more experience tokens, which means they all get bigger and the cycle never ends, you know?
I do like Veers, but I like the Rebel one. 4 for 4 it feels worse. To
Oh
me
yeah,
than
the
3 for 3.
Dodonna, yeah, he's not the
He comes out too
yeah.
late.
Yeah.
I like Silblock card.
That's a great 3-drop.
He's a great
3
drop.
3 for 3. Sentinel, and he's just
Another-
standing there
He's
menacing like
just
you can't do
standing.
nothing about it.
He's
He ain't
posted
going
up.
nowhere.
He's standing on business. That's what
I'm
he's doing.
glad we finally got the full res too, because for the longest time it was that really crappy like
demo.
Oh,
Demo
yeah, where it's all
res.
fuzzy.
It was
Yeah.
awful. I got
That
so
card,
tired of looking at it.
I love Cellblock
I
card.
like
it'll
the
be one of
angle,
them.
too.
It'll be one of them cards. Oh yeah, he's standing
Like how
on
they
business.
angled
dude.
them, they didn't. They're not like.
They
Yeah.
got the tilt. Yeah.
It's a good
That is
card.
deep.
I don't care what nobody says. That's a playable good card.
Love throwing a +3/+3 on him, make him an absolute hoss. Feels good.
Very
Feels
nice.
You can play Cunning on him and make him a 7/3.
Or you can play command and make him a 5/5.
5/5, which is significantly better.
But if you're in green, you're not playing this dude. Let's be
Still good
honest.
spouse. Hey, you're not playing this guy.
If you're in green, you got, no,
if you're
you got
playing
the
a green
Royal Guard.
Imperial thing,
You got the Royal
better
Guard,
Sentinels,
which is
though.
that's
just
true.
bad.
Yeah. But if you're not playing Palpatine, are you playing Royal Guard?
Yeah,
There's a lot of
because
of
Tarkin's
officials.
still an
people who
official.
come
Oh,
play.
I forgot it's officials and not just Palpatine.
Yeah.
Feel
Hey,
good.
fair.
Heroes. I want to start.
I've cooked on heroes.
I've forgot what my hero card is.
That's my,
Don't
what's
you
it-
dare
what's-
pick mine.
No, I don't want X-wing. I want the other one. What's the other one?
Do you want to just
Um,
pick mine real quick?
No, the other X-wing.
Mine's on the screen,
Yeah,
bro.
wing
No,
leader.
I want the yeah. Fine, get at yeah. We'll do Alliance X-wing, buddy. Go
Two
for
for
it. I like this
two,
card.
baby. Or two for
3.
That's
Yeah,
incredible.
No, this card's kind of.
That's a good card. No, this card's
Nah.
great.
Wing leader's so.
You have
much
to
better.
appreciate cards like this.
Nah.
Games are built on 2 2s for 2, and this is a 2 2 for 2 3. Come on now.
What?
Too many
They
twos.
just had a stroke saying that.
I wish it was.
2-2,
Shout out for
2-2.
Shout out to Francios Canales for drawing this art. It's
Oh, yeah.
incredible.
The
I love
art's
this
really
card.
good. Yeah, I like the art.
All the art in this game is pretty good. There's a
I
few
love the
that's kind
art,
of.
yeah. Yeah,
Couple
there's a
stinkers.
couple that
What's
are.
what's the other X-wing called? The good one.
Wing leader.
No, this one's better.
It ain't
This one's
quite.
better.
Yeah, there
You
go.
gotta pay
Mine's the good
three.
one.
You gotta pay
Mine's the good
three. You gotta pay three, and he's a 2/1. You can
It's a
play
2/1.
two.
Yeah,
for
they
that
do the same
2/3.
amount of damage, except this dude
Um,
is half a command.
No,
He's
this one
having-
dies.
He's
You know what this one does?
really good.
Time out. I'd like to make a good point. You know what this one does? Dies to Vader,
Yep.
literally just turning sideways.
True.
Okay, but you
Yeah.
still get the experience tokens.
I put two experience counters on my Sabine.
I'm just kidding.
Or
This
your
is so
Hera.
hard.
You're gonna play this in Hera.
He does play it in Hera.
I do
Play
play
this
in
in
Hera.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You play this in like every
I
Rebel
do
deck
play this
almost.
in Hera. I do
Leia,
not play
you
the
play it. Sabine, you play it. Luke, you play it probably.
Maybe.
Root.
Chit, Chirrut.
You play it.
This is gas and Chirrut.
Yeah, it's
Sabine
really
and
good.
Chirrut, this is gas.
Yeah, I like it.
Don't
Good
look at
color.
don't look at the Helldivers Corbin down there at the bottom. You don't see that.
What?
My Steam overlay pulled up. I thought you all would see it. I
Oh.
guess you didn't.
I
We
don't
did
think
not see it.
Nope.
Perfect.
Thomas is
Somebody's playing Helldivers.
They're trying to get you to play Helldivers.
That's what I was doing for this. All right. Dalton. R2D2.
I'm gonna pick them.
C-3PO.
I'm gonna pick them both. I'm gonna cheat here. We're going R2 and
No,
C-3PO. They're a
boo.
pair.
You have to
They're
pick
pair.
You gotta pick one. Which one's
They're a
better?
pair. The one that lets you draw a card. I think that's the
That's
C-3PO.
C-3PO, but I'm
Yeah.
pulling up R2, so I've already pulled up R2.
Yeah, I mean, you play them
Um,
both. Anytime you're
play
playing
'em
one,
both.
you're playing both. Card advantage, good. They're both 1/4s, which is also funny. And then if you play Wing Leader and make them like 3
They are good.
6s, they're never going away.
Now I do love putting entrenched on these guys. It's really
Yes.
fun to
Yeah,
have entrenched.
When these cards were first
Funny.
revealed, we thought they would be an auto include in literally every Hero Wizard deck.
I still like
Is
them.
Leia playing them still? Does Leia play them still, or did Leia?
I think since they're rebels, I think Leia should play them. I don't know if they
Yeah,
do.
but
But they're
Leia
not-
kills people.
Yeah, Leia's trying to go aggro, and these
You
ones
don't
aren't
need
very
to
aggro.
Previewed on July 26th. Look how far we've come, boys. July
whole year.
26th.
Yeah,
I mean,
that was like
not a
right
whole year,
before
like,
Gen Con.
like six
whenever we were
months. But
still getting hype on the game.
Would you stop? You're not hype anymore. No one wants to
No,
play.
we're
with me. I'm trying to
hyped.
play
We just
Pokemon every day.
kinda
I'm trying to
fell
get
off
that
for a
grind
bit.
on. You all did fall. You guys really fell off.
You
I'm
did
raising
too.
small
Don't act like you were still here.
I was playing Force Table like every
Hey,
day,
I was too.
begging.
But
all right,
we
let's
just-
wrap this up. This podcast stinks. Let's get it over.
This
Let's go.
stinks.
This is
Uh,
terrible.
Yeah.
But I want to talk about Mill for an hour.
All right, well, let's get in the middle then.
No, there's no
No,
Mill yet. It's
no.
too early. Next set we'll have some Mill.
Oh, it's
I think
FFG. They will have meal. It's
I think they've
coming.
already said it. Yeah. we're gonna move
I think they've already said
well,
that they don't want Mill to be top tier.
They don't want it.
Boom, they're
Well,
cowards.
Well, one designer's gonna slide someone through. It's gonna be over.
It's Jeremy's
only need
word.
one more
you, know,
card.
you know that boy's running some Mill in
It's
there.
gonna happen. All right. So that's it. Unless you'll have anything else last y'all want to say? Anything? Got
I think
anything,
I'm
Chase?
good.
Anything, Dalton?
Think
I think I'm
Everybody
good. I'm just excited to get
Gonna
my hands
play
on the
some-
game coming Friday.
Yep. Play some
No hot
pre-releases.
tops. All right.
Check us out on Twitter.
We'll be back next week and the week after that, talk about pre-release, how excited we are to play the game in person. We'll have our stuff in hopefully by 2 weeks from now.
We'll also probably have
In this
some.
hand.
We might have some live gameplay stuff coming to our channel after the pre-release once we actually get our hands on the game and get some stuff set up. So there's a lot of stuff
Yeah.
coming. Just bear with us.
Should be good.
It will be good.
Thank you guys for listening and watching. This has been the Ever War Room Podcast. See you all later.
Bye.
Goodbye.